what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.
What's poppin' was Gucci, Louis, and Fui. I got the troop in the Fui. I got the Anyways, y'all, what's up, y'all? I'm back with another video, another video. What's good, y'all? What's poppin'? It's Nefertiti. I'm back with another video. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. You can call me Nef. All right, make sure you tell your auntie, your uncles, your daddy, your grandpa, your cousins, your little cousins, you know what I'm saying, your best friend. Go ahead and share this, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and like and subscribe, join the team or whatever. And if you're not already joined the team, go ahead and join the team. And now listen, I'm trying to get to 100. The goal is to get to 100 subscribers. That's the first goal, because the next one is to get to 500. So let's get it. I need 30 more subscribers. I know that you guys want juicy stuff, so you can keep on watching. It's gonna come. I'm growing here. So, you know, work with me. Let's be a team. Watch me start from the bottom, and we come to the top together, right? Anyways, come on in. Ooh, hey, it's like, nah. What's up, y'all? So today we're gonna have like a counseling type session, you know, something like that. So somebody sent me a message and they said, can you make a video about toxic relationships? So they got specific. They said, can you make a video about you being the toxic person, knowing that you need to leave? Ooh. Knowing that you need to leave your partner because you're toxic. How many of y'all toxic up in here? Don't lie. Don't lie, because I know everybody is not perfect, because I'm not perfect. I have toxic ways. I still have toxic ways, but we gotta work on them. So anyways, let's keep it real, y'all. And this doesn't have to apply to the person you're with now. This could be in the past or whatever, but if this is for now, you might feel a little nudge in your stomach. If it's for you, brothers and sisters, listen up. Okay, listen up. All right, now, I'm extra. I don't care. Don't say nothing about it. Because guess what? I'm allowed to be. That's right. I said it. I'm just playing, y'all. Anyways, y'all. I'm trying to be cute. Anyways, so when it comes to relationships, you have to be very considerate, you know? That's why it's really important that we make sure we're whole as a person. When I say whole, I mean our mind's right. Our emotions are not everywhere. We're not just getting over somebody. Like, we are whole as a person. We're walking in our purpose. Where, you know, we have stuff going on for ourselves. We have stuff to offer, not just financially, but mentally. And, you know, we are just at peace with ourselves. You know what I mean? And we don't need to be with somebody, but we want to be with somebody to grow with them. You know, so we all have toxic traits. And we all have things we've been through. We all have pain that we felt. And we all have things that maybe we've carried from our childhood or something like that. If you know you're somebody that's hurting on the inside, and you tend to take your anger out on other people and be nasty towards them to make them feel the way you're feeling, that's not right. If you know you have things that are inside of you that you want to work on, or stuff that you maybe don't talk about, maybe stuff that happened a long time ago, go ahead and confront. You know what I mean? Go ahead and confront your pain, deal with that pain, and work on that pain. And ask God to help you with that, because listen to me. If you don't work on the pain that is on the inside of you, the things that you've been through, if you don't face that, one day it's going to come up, it's going to arise, and it's going to smack you in the face, and you're going to have to deal with it. So deal with it now. I'm just saying that before we get started. But anyways, we tend to carry pain with us, and whenever you're hurt people. You feel me? So whenever you know that you're being toxic, you have to be responsible, and you have to be selfless, and sometimes you have to step back. All right? We all have our traits in relationships. We all have our ups and downs. I'm not saying it can't be, okay, well, the reason why I was like this towards them is because they did that to me. But keep it real. We all know if we are the ones that are the more toxic ones or not. If you know that you're the more toxic one and you treat that person a certain way and you always put them down and stuff like that, take responsibility for your actions. That's our problem. A lot of problems in relationships and friendships and stuff is that we do not take responsibility for our wrongs, and that's what keeps the argument going, because we don't want to just own up and be like, you know what, I was wrong. I do apologize. Now, here's the thing. It's one thing to apologize. It's another thing to start working towards that. To start working towards that change that you said you're going to change. To start trying to change that toxic trait. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes you have to, read books. Sometimes you have to watch preachers. Sometimes you have to watch motivational speeches. Stuff like that to help you change your perspective and change your mind and help you get over things. And, praying and asking God to help you and even reading your Bible that will show you a different way than the way that you're used to doing it, right? But let me just say, if you know you toxic, sometimes you got to be selfless and be like, listen, when you really love somebody, right, you want the best for them. And when you really love them, you want the best for them, even if that means that you can't be with them. And I know that sucks to hear, like, dang, like, I don't want to let go. This is the love of my life. I love them. I don't want to let them go. I don't want to see them with nobody else. It's only supposed to be me and them. But if you really love them the way you say you love them, then you want the best for them. And that means if the best is for you walking away. Okay? I can only speak for myself. I was in a relationship, and towards the end, I was becoming toxic. I was becoming toxic the way I would talk and the way I would act towards him. And I could see how it was affecting him. And I also can see how it was affecting me. It was making me so bitter, so angry, I wasn't myself, not at all. And what I decided to do was step back. I walked away. I walked away because my bad, y'all. I was really interrupted by a phone call like I always am every time I make a video. Anyways, so I was talking about that I walked away from my last relationship because I was becoming toxic. But I realized it was hurting him. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to go work on myself. Facts, that's what I did. I don't want to hurt nobody. My intention is not to hurt people, and I don't want to hurt people. But now when I realize that I'm the reason why they're hurt, then I got to check myself. And so I feel like we got to take responsibility for our actions, regardless of the situation. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be a relationship with your family. You know what I mean? When you know that you're the toxic person, check yourself. And listen, being toxic, becoming untoxic takes time. If you know what, I'm going to just go to my mom's for a couple weeks and just get my mind right. Even if you're in a relationship and you take a break, you know what, I'm going to take a step back because you know what, I'm hurting you and I don't want to hurt you. That's not what I want to do. When you love somebody, you don't want to hurt them. Unfortunately, when you have feelings for people, you are going to hurt them. Why? Because they care about you and you care about them, and there's some things that you can do that just hurt them, and you can't always stop that. But if you know that you're intentionally hurting somebody, then you can work on, work on that with yourself. Like I said, it's being selfless. We have to know when to step back. Especially whenever things are getting worse and worse and worse. It's not getting better. You know what I mean? It's even changing you as a person. Then, take that time to step back. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to be alone. And I understand. Like, when you're used to being with somebody, especially for years, you're used to sleeping with them. You're used to talking to them. You're used to coming home to them. You're used to doing, you know what I mean? But if you want to grow and you want the best for them as well, then you know that you're the problem, you got to remove yourself. And that's just the case. And even so some people might be married and maybe you can't remove yourself. Okay, work on it then. Right? So if a person's telling you, man, you hurt me real bad when you always talk about my weight. Like, I know I need to lose weight, but why do you call me fat? Can you just say, hey, babe? You can even be like, hey, babe, I'll work out with you. Hey, babe, I'll start eating healthier with you because I want you to be healthy. Woo, woo, woo. There's a way to go about it. But if you're going to keep calling them fat, oh, you're fat, oh, you're so chunky, oh, you need to look, you know what I mean? If it's your approach. And they're telling you, hey, the way you're approaching me is hurting my feelings because you keep calling me names. And if you're calling them a fat pig or whatever it is that you're calling them, and you don't care about how they feel when you talking to them like that and you call them names, realize that words do have power. I know back in the day they said, sticks and stones may break my word. No, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's not true, because words are powerful. So you have to think about it. Words are like a tree. It's like planting a seed, and it grows and grows and grows whatever you pouring into it, right? So say for instance you plant a tree, right? You got the seed, you plant a tree, right? And all you're doing, you're not really feeding it water. You're feeding it vinegar and some other chemicals. So whatever it is that you're feeding it is what it becomes. So if it becomes a nasty tree or old tree, or it bends over, or it becomes rusted, or not rusted, you can't really rust a tree, but like if it, like the leaves are always crusty and they're not really growing, or however the case may be, because of what you're putting in it, that's because of what you're putting in it. So you are sowing seeds when you're speaking to people. So if you are always putting somebody down, talking about them, like, yeah, you can be real with somebody, like, hey sis, I'm just keeping it real with you. You gained like 20 pounds. I just want to see you be healthy. But it's another thing to be like, you're fat as heck. Oh my gosh, and calling them names all the time. All you're doing is degrading them. And maybe they eat food to make them feel better. So what are you doing? Pushing them back towards the very thing that's hurting them in the first place. So you got to really be careful with how we talk to people. We have to be careful with how we treat people. You know what I mean? If you feel like maybe you have a little bit of toxic traits and there's no reason for you to walk away, okay, then work on them. And a toxic trait I think that we all have is pointing that finger. We always want to point the finger like, oh, well, it was their fault. Well, if they would have never said that to me, I wouldn't have did it. If they would have never did this to me. But when are you going to take responsibility for what you did? Okay? You have to realize that, yes, I know every action has a reaction, but it's up to us how we choose to react. I know a lot of times people want to get revenge and they want to, oh, you want to be petty, I'm going to be petty too. Oh, you want to do this, I'm going to do that too. But you do have to think about your actions. We do reap what we sow. We do have consequences to our actions. So think about what, before, I know a lot of times when you're mad, you don't want to think about it. You don't want to think about nothing. You just want to go do what you do. They made you mad, so you're going to let them know what it is to make you mad, right? And then you do some crazy stuff, and then now there's consequences back on you, and you're looking like, dang, all I was trying to do was just let you know you hurt me. There's a way to go about things. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to get revenge back on people. What goes around comes around. People going to get theirs. It may not be when you want it to be, but just know that it's important to take responsibility for your actions. And whenever you take responsibility, it's more than just saying, hey, you know what, I was wrong. Showing them that you mean that you was wrong. Okay, but so the next time that you all have an argument, you're not going to degrade them. The next time you have an argument, you're not going to put your hands on, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be putting your hands on them. You're not going to be throwing stuff around. You're going to be calm, and you're going to listen to what they say. You're going to have an ear to hear. And like I was saying about pointing the finger, you're not always going to point the finger. If they're telling you something about yourself, listen to what they say. If it's true, okay, think about it. If you know what I mean, we have to have an ear to hear. We have to listen. I always do this. I talk too fast. I think too fast. We have to have an ear to hear, right? We have to listen to understand, not just listen to respond. A lot of times we'll just listen to have something smart to say back. No, that's not the whole point. That's not the point of having communication. Communication is, okay, you're telling me something. I'm listening. Is that true? Huh? If it's true, I need to take that in. If it's not true, I'm going to let you know, that's not true. But you know what I mean? Try to find a way to work through it in a healthier manner. But if you know things is real rocky, real bad, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fist fighting and y'all both, you know what I'm saying, you're stressed out and people are ending up in the hospitals and people are becoming depressed. You need to know when it's your turn to walk away. And let me tell y'all something, because I know we all like to have excuses. It don't take a rocket scientist to know whenever when you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? If you are a big problem, you know, a big part of the if you are a big part of the, let me take 10. If you are a big part of the problem, make sure you own up to that and do what you got to do to become a better you, for real. Don't make excuses for yourself, because when you make excuses for yourself, it's hard for you to grow. You're not going to grow for real. So don't make excuses for yourself. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my lip gloss cap back on. I do. Because look, lip gloss is important in my life. It's popping, right? But anyways, y'all, that's all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? Basically, being the toxic person in a relationship means taking responsibility for your actions and knowing that you can't be selfish this time, knowing that you want the best for that person. And if the best means that you have to walk away from them, then that's what you have to do. And it will hurt them at first and it will hurt you at first. But in the long run, it may be better for you and it may be better for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, if you happen to walk away, take that time to work on you. Like I said earlier. Did I say it earlier? Read books to help you change your perspective. You know what I mean? Watch motivational videos, preaching, and I pray to God, ask Him for guidance. You know what I'm saying? You need guidance. We can't just go living life how we want to live it. If you know there's things in your heart that make you toxic and you've always been this way and you've always been hurt and you've always been angry, ain't nothing wrong with getting counseling. Look at you. I'm trying not to show the nasty background. Oh my gosh. If you know that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's starting to get dark, y'all. You need to get counseling. Get counseling. Don't be prideful. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. We all need to work on things in our life. Ain't nothing wrong with getting counseling. Like, facts, it's not a problem. Let me clean I gotta clean my camera. Oh, there we go, sis. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting counseling. You know, having someone just to listen to. You know what I mean? You know, someone doesn't always have to respond, just to have someone to listen to. And then you want to also go to people who you know is going to give you the truth. That's not going to lie to you. That's not going to just agree with you. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's going to help you. Hey, listen, bro. This is how you go about this, or whatever the case may be. But find a way to work on your pain from the past. If you have to write down stuff, if you have to write it down and then rip it up and burn it, if you know what I'm saying? Find a way to filter your pain. Find a way to use your pain in a positive way, not in a negative way. Even if using your pain means helping other people who went through what you went through. You know what I mean? Don't hold on to that pain. Face that pain. I always tell people this all the time. Feel it. Let yourself feel it. Because when you feel it, then you can heal while you're feeling it. But if you don't let yourself feel it and you put it under the rug, it's going to come back up. It's going to resurface in your life. So, hey, like I said, I'm not an expert. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional out here. I ain't a psychic. I ain't a physical therapist. Look at me, y'all. I don't even be talking right. Physical therapist? What? I meant to say, I didn't go to school for psychology. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a counselor or that. But I kind of related, and I know that I had times of me being toxic and what I did whenever I was being toxic. And also, you know, maybe this could have helped. Maybe y'all just needed to hear a little word that I had to say. You know what I'm saying? If it helped you, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe. And please share it. Go ahead and share it, because that's how more people can see this video. If you know they needed to hear this, go ahead and tag them in it. Make sure you share it. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and comment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I told you before. I told you when you first watched the video. I'm going to tell you again because you want to act like you don't remember. I said, tell your auntie, uncle, grandparents, grandma, mom and dad, little brother, little sister, little cousin, Nunu, all their friends and all them to share, like, comment, subscribe, and come on, join the video, join the team. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. But now, y'all, I hope this helped. I hope that, you know, y'all got a little bit of knowledge from it. I just kind of was rambling off the top of my head. So I hope it helped y'all. And make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. It's going to be in the description below. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all come like, hey, come to my, you know what I'm saying? Come see what it's like whenever I'm not on YouTube. If y'all have any topics you want me to talk about, you can send me messages on Snapchat. You can send me messages on Facebook. You can send me messages on Twitter. You know, my Twitter's not really popping, but still, come follow me. But, you know, I'll still respond. Whenever I get to it, I definitely will respond. If I have knowledge of it, I'll make a video. If I don't have knowledge of it, we'll get the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got ideas, go ahead and send me some ideas. Send me pranks and all that. You know what I'm saying? But God bless y'all. Keep your head up. And hey, make sure that you look in the mirror before you point the finger at other people. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Good night. Bye. Get up out of here.